Hello guys, hello. This is the defensive architect here, coming to you with a video, of course, and we are going to do commentary on the season opener of our 10-year simulation season. We are really in 2033, and we are opening up this new season. The last video I did, we talked about free agency, and we went over all the players that I picked up and some of the new things they have going on Madden 23 now. Some slight changes that they've made on this game. But here we go, guys. So if you don't know, as I mentioned in the last video, I am running a 3-4 scheme. And the 3-4 scheme base that I'm running is the cover 4 defense. So we're going to be doing some cover 4 action. As you can see there was a catch on us on the corner route. Now on that play, I ran man to man, and every now and then I will do that. I will run a man to man out the gate. I will get aggressive out the gate. Sometimes I will blitz out the gate. But after I do all of that, many other times I just, I go back to my regular base scheme, which is the cover 4. That was a big run there. So that's one of the things that you sacrifice with running the 3-4. The 3-4 is a gap-oriented defensive scheme or defensive formation. The defensive line is basically opening up opportunities. So, and I understand that that's usually the case with 4-3. Usually 4-3, you have, the defensive line will open up holes and gaps and stuff like they'll work the gaps. But with this particular scheme that I'm running here, I would say it's more of a I guess you could say it's a speed-based defense. I mean, I do have pretty fast linebackers, but they're not that fast. So and that's the thing with this defense. The reason why I chose the 3-4 was because of this right here. The other teams are going to run the ball a lot. They're going to run the ball because against a 3-4 scheme, that's usually what you would do. You would try to attack them up the gut. You would try to attack that 3-4 formation, just straight down the middle, because that second level is already exposed with the 3-4. If you don't have really good linebackers, especially good middle linebackers, it's real easy to get loose against a 3-4 defense. So that's what we're trying to prevent with this defense. But I do prefer. Wow, that was an interesting catch. But I do prefer teams to run against us, and that's part of the reason why I chose this scheme. So enough of all that. Let's get back into the action here. We saw that pass on us. That was a pretty good catch, I will say. Usually that's a pick, but that was a pretty good catch. Now they're throwing to the outside. Now here in this particular situation here, for the vast majority of the game, I have been running everything but my cover 4. And sometimes when I'm running my schemes, it doesn't matter what scheme it is. There are times where I have to regroup myself. I'm not going to even cap about this. There's a lot of times where I have to regroup myself because I can get a little bit loosey goosey with my defense, and I start doing all kinds of stuff. I start throwing all kinds of looks at the quarterback, and then things just start getting crazy. Now the score is 10-7. I should note that the offense hasn't scored a touchdown on us. We threw a pick 6 on the last few plays, and again, I don't show offense, so you just get you just kind of get jumped cut into the defensive sequences. So that's the reason why that's there. Our defense actually was doing a pretty good job, or is doing a pretty good job And right now I am running an audible. I think I'm doing the inverted cover two. Oh, look at that pick. Oh, that's a beautiful audible. Beautiful audible. Beautiful audible. Now, the reason why I audible there was because throughout the game, I have been running a lot of cover three and blitzing, man to man blitzing schemes. So that was the big thing that I was doing there, and things of that nature. So um, yeah, that's what we were running there. And that's what happened, and we saw that extra kick, and now we're gonna go ahead and kick it back to them, and continue where we left off here. But yeah, so we threw a pick six. I hate throwing pick sixes because I mean, man, it always makes the score look closer than what it should be, and that's just that doesn't leave a good taste in my mouth. Pause. Um, so yeah, so as we can see here, I'm going back to my cover four scheme. So I'm complying with my base scheme, and I audible every now and then to where I need to audible to, and that should have been a pick. That should have been a pick. I audible to a zone blitz play, and almost got a pick. And the thing you need to understand about cover four is that they're going to run a lot of slant patterns. Okay, they run a lot of slant patterns against the cover four. That's what they do a lot on this game, and it really almost doesn't even matter which version of Madden you play. That's what they do. They run that silly slant, or they run the screen. Now, a lot of times they'll start running a bunch of screens in the third quarter. In the third quarter, they start running a whole bunch of little cheesy screenplays. Right now, they're going back to their little play action and their run plays. So at that point, I'm running the cover four a few times. So it doesn't matter what they do. I just keep giving them that look. I give them that look at least about 2 or 3 times straight, and then I audible to something else. Okay, so that's a nice sack. That was a great sack. He got there so fast. That was a nice sack. And that's the thing. When you are running this game, you have a lot of leverage on the outside. Nice tackle. Nice tackle. You have a lot of leverage on the outside. So when you are running that cover four, a couple of times, when you blitz on the outside, which is usually with that nickel back, I love blitzing with the nickel. That was good pressure right there, forcing him to throw a wild pass. I blitz with that nickel because of that result right there. And you really can't run those blitzes a lot. You can't do that a lot because they're going to pick up on that and they're going to make you pay. Now, we threw another pick on offense. Now, our offense is trash this season. I mean, it's like we are complete trash, man. And I got to get the offense in order so that we don't commit as many turnovers. Okay, because I can already tell, a lot of times I can already tell throughout the season what kind of season we're going to have based on how many turnovers I get throughout the season. So that's a nice coverage sack. That was a coverage sack. They really don't see me coming. They really don't see what kind of coverages I'm going to throw at them. Because they're like looking for that cover four, and then I just end up, with a man-to-man or end up with a cover three. Now that's great reaction right there, and that's what I like to give up, those underneath passes. And you see that was a third down play, so those underneath passes are vital. Never, ever, 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 ever give up anything over the top. I don't care what kind of playmakers you have in the backfield. I don't care if you have a free safety or playmaking corner. You never, ever, ever, ever want to give up anything over the top. Okay, I'd rather give up long run plays. Believe it or not, I'd rather give up run plays and give up underneath throws before I give up any big plays over the top, any throws. And if he tries to buy time to get those big throws, I'm going to get a sack. So right now we are still running our cover four defense. I'm going to audible to the cover one, and didn't work out too well, but because they got a first down. But I will do that from time to time. I'll run that cover four, then I'll switch up to that cover one. So right now I'm running a cover one right now, and I'm looking for a run play. So it's a play action instead, but we're able to react. See that? We're able to react. A lot of times with those base pro offenses, I just play straight man to man a lot of times. So, so that I can get some good matchups and so I can get some good reaction from my guys. Right now we're running that cover three. I think it was a cover three blitz, but we gave up a little play underneath, and we gave up some yak. So now they're moving the ball down the field. Now the defense has scored, but the offense has not scored. That 10 points you see is from a defensive touchdown, from an interception that my quarterback threw. Okay, so that's very deceptive. We are actually doing really, really well on defense. Basically, we've only given up 3 points from the offense. Okay, but now we're running a cover three. We're running a cover three, yeah. So we give up that play underneath. Once again, we don't want to give up anything over the top. But what happens is when we switch to that cover three, because we ran cover four so many times, they're trying to run those in routes, trying to run those out routes. They're trying to do a lot of stuff. And now you're forcing the quarterback to throw passes and thread the needle, which is what you saw right there. He's threading the needle right now. He's threading the needle. Okay, so which means that we're due for an interception. When you start seeing the quarterback thread the needle a little bit, that means that you're due for an interception. Okay, that's exactly what that means. There's a flag on the play, but I think it was offensive holding. And that was actually a bailout, because when we audible to that cover one, that safety just got beat, just straight up. We just got beat, and they deserve that score. But hey, they got called for holding, so we'll take it. Now they're trying to run the ball, unsuccessful. He only has 33 rushing yards. So right now we're running the 3-3 Cub nickel. The 3-3 Cub nickel allows us to have a lot of opportunities on the outside, and blitzes on the outside, but we're giving up a lot of seams, and we're giving up a lot of stuff underneath and on the outside. So that's what you see there when you give up plays with that 3-3 Cub. Okay. So now we're running the cover three nickel blitz. I think right about here, I switched it up. So I went to straight cover three. Yeah, you see what happened there? So I started out with that cover three look with the nickel back. With the nickel back blitzing, showing blitz, but I switched up to a straight cover three. Now, once again, we're turning the ball over on offense. Now, we had 3 turnovers in this game. On offense. But this is a testament to how strong our defense is, because even though our offense has given up 3 turnovers, our defense is still holding us down. So right now I'm doing that cover 3 blitz on the outside, but we gave up a run on the inside, and the outside linebacker was acting the fool, basically ran past the ball carrier. So now they're trying to run the ball. They're trying to mix things up, but that's what I prefer. I prefer them to run, so I don't care about that. And plus, we have moments where we stop the run anyway, and we haven't even given up 60 yards of rushing yards, so I'm not even worried about that, especially from that guy. That was good defense, nice closeout. We still gave up a first down, but yeah, so far so good. We're doing well. We only gave up a field goal. Oh yeah, there was a period where I forgot to unpause my recording when we got off of offense and we got back on defense, and there was a moment there where you guys missed the series, and that's where that extra 3 points came from. But yeah, so right now we're trying to mix things up on him. We're running a cover 2 invert, and they just ran a straight hitch route right there. So they're trying to go to the quick game. And that kind of works my nerves a little bit too when they go to the quick game, because as soon as I bite into that quick game, that's where things start to go awry. Now he's about to get sacked here. That's a coverage sack. Now my teams are usually the best red zone defense because of the play calling. Now I know how to set my guys up really well, set my guys up for success really well, and so in the red zone we make it very, very tough for guys to score. So now it's 3rd and goal, and we're going right back to that cover 2 invert. So we're going to see what we can get out of that, so we can converge on the play. There we go. So now they're left to a field goal, but I think they went for it. I'm not sure if they went for a field goal. I think they went. Yeah. So they scored a field goal, and then we scored a touchdown on offense. So yeah, we definitely put it on them on offense, and we took a lot of time off the clock too. So now we need to just close this out on defense, basically. Now he only has Justin Herbert plays for them in 2033. So we basically shut Justin Herbert down. So right now we're trying to mix things up on them, and we're blitzing, and this is doing nothing more than helping him out. So now we're going to go to our cover 3. So we're going to cover 3. It resulted to a sack. There we go, because he's looking for something else, because we were running other things before this. Now we're going to that cover 3 again. He has no choice but to throw it underneath, and he don't even want to do that. And he fumbled. And we're going to score here. So it's a scoop and score. Scoop and score. I think right about here is where it started really getting crazy. Right here. Because I think we scored that, and then I think we're going to score again. So I'm not sure, but yeah, I think that's